Hi guys, my name is Didi Ihim, and I'm gonna be beginning this podcast to just come out there to let y'all know what I've been through and to inspire success, inspire motivation for others that are like me, were like me. I have gone through a whole lot trying to start and run some businesses, and I just feel like there are a lot of people I need to reach out there that I don't want them to make the same mistakes that I did or spend a lot of time on things that I have already researched. So if my story can help somebody else, I'm glad to offer it. That's why I'm starting this podcast. So I'm going to be posting my thoughts and different things that are going on to inspire success, inspire millennials like me out there. And we're just gonna be on this whole path to change our mindset, be better people, be happier where we're at. I believe that's how the world functions. We are all goal driven as human beings. We all want to aspire to something. So for me, I spent most of my years going to school, education, going through pharmacy school. And that, for the longest, was my goal to, graduate as a pharmacist. And when I was done with that, it just got to a point where it was just like, oh, what's next? So I didn't have longer, further dreams of okay, so after I'm a pharmacist and maybe in 5 years I want to do this, in 10 years I want to do this. And so after I graduated, it was just like a period of, oh, what next now? So it's just work for the rest of my life till I'm 65 and then I retire. So, I started to kind of just study myself, and I see that I'm a goal-driven person. I like to have different things that I'm, setting to do. So I put a time to it, I put a task to it, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this at this time. It should be accomplished by this time, and then when that's done, move on to the next task. So if other people out there that were kind of like me, just trying to figure out what next, or you're trying to jumpstart something, a business, parenthood, motherhood, whatever it is, you're not alone. I'm with you. Wherever you're at, know there's somebody else that have done it, or somebody else that is in the same boat with you right now. So I like to spread encouragement and motivation. I've been in the darkest of darkest, where I didn't know, was I going to come out of this feeling, this funk? And I've been in the highest of highest, where I'm like, wow, this is great. If I just would have kind of not let myself be so discouraged when it started, the process would have been better. In everything, enjoy the process. Whatever process it is that you're going through, enjoy that process right now, because when it's over with, you're going to be like, oh, what next? So I'm taking it back to my example with school. While I was in school, I knew it was going to be a good 6-7 years or whatever. So I tried to get involved in a lot of things, and I'm glad that I did those, because I don't have a regret of, hey, I was in school, I was in college, I was in whatever, and I didn't get to do this. It happened to me when I was in high school. Moved from Nigeria when I was younger, started high school here, and I was so excited that I was in high school, because you watch all this, different movies on TV, and you imagine what it would be like if you're in America in high school. And so when I came here, that was me. And, it was kind of weird because everybody was speaking differently with a different accent. I speak English, but I speak it with my own accent. I didn't know I had an accent until I came here and I started speaking. And people were like, oh, where are you from? Oh, and then, at first I didn't mind, but then it was so many people asking the same questions over and over again. The questions kind of went like this. Oh, so is it true y'all live in the forest? Y'all see elephants and lions in your backyards? Y'all live in trees? Y'all have homes? And it was just so irritating, because I didn't want to get mad. So I just went through high school without really saying too much to a lot of people or being involved. And I couldn't really even be involved in a lot of things that I wanted to do, just because the situation at home, I used the school bus. I didn't have a car. The family I was staying with at that time, they weren't really welcoming. So, yeah, for you to be involved in any kind of extracurricular activities, you have to have found your way back home, because school bus doesn't come back for anybody after school is out. So that was my whole situation. So when I got into college, I knew I wanted to do college different. I've been here, I already gained experiences of America, and built up my accent to where you couldn't even tell where I was from, except I told you, or you kind of figure out from my name. And so that was my whole mission in college. So I did that. I went through the process. It was hard balancing schoolwork and, doing this, being the president of this organization, historian of that, secretary of this, so, pledging for one sorority or professional fraternity. I did all of that. I don't regret it. I think it kind of built me to the kind of person I am today, because I stay highly motivated, and I'm self-driven. So, I like to spread that energy around me. So that's what this podcast is going to be about. Just inspiration, starting something for yourself. And I don't like to say that I'm at the top or I've reached my peak. I don't want to ever have to feel like that, because then it'll mean you stop working or you don't have anything else to aspire to. And for me, like I said, I don't like being in that box where I don't feel like I don't know what I'm doing next, because it's just dark for me, and I don't want to have to feel like that. So the day you think you're, the richest or at the top, or you've made it, is the day you begin to sleep and the day you're dead. So for me, I don't want to die yet. I don't want to, feel like I'm slipping. So I keep working every day. If you want to say, hey, I want to be a millionaire, how about you strive to be a billionaire, so that way you can overshoot your goal of being 1 million, a millionaire, to being a multi-millionaire. So I hope this was inspiring. I hope you'll continue to listen, and